Dr. Charlotte West Stadium in Carbondale is the home of the 2026 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Championships, day number 3, and our first of 3 today here in Carbondale. The top seed, the Belmont Bruins, getting set to take on the 3rd seed Murray State Racers. And a quick glance at the bracket as we see the game coming up. And later on this afternoon, elimination game between Southern and Illinois State. We'll have another elimination game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight before Championship Saturday in the Valley. Good afternoon, one and all. Laura Leonard and Scott Warman with you. A battle of the undefeated so far this week. We start with the Belmont Bruins, and of course, the big story constantly is Maya Johnson.
And boy, was she good yesterday, and she started out on a heater. She struck out the first 8 batters that she saw. And then there was an opportunity for Illinois State, and most teams are only going to get one opportunity against Maya Johnson. They could not cash in, and she finished off the game again with 8 straight strikeouts. And she is tough. She hits all of her spots. As we know, she leads the country in strikeouts. And then for Murray State, talk about a freshman that's on a heater. It's Allie Waldron. She at the plate has shown some power over the last several games. She has 3 home runs and 6 RBIs so far here in this tournament, a couple of them yesterday. And then she also had the base hit that provided the game-winning runs.
And Waldron and the Racers solve Maya Johnson and the Bruins and move into Championship Saturday. Starting lineups and the first pitch coming away next is the Valley on ESPN. Back in Carbondale, and we take a look at the Murray State starting lineup. A presentation of St. Louis Union Station, home of attractions like the St. Louis Aquarium and the St. Louis Wheel. You can do it all at St. Louis Union Station. See where it takes you by visiting stlouisunionstation.com right now.
Yeah, you're getting a look right there. Kennedy Warner, she's going to lead off this Murray State Racers team. She great game yesterday, 3 for 5, 3 singles, and they like her at the top of the lineup. The rest of them, a lot of speed, top to bottom, and they're starting to show a little power.
Yeah, the combination of Warner and Waldron, they have combined for 9 of the 19 hits this week, and they have combined 7 of the 14 RBIs, 6 of those from Allie behind home plate. And Warner will get us started against Maya Johnson. Remember, it was 8 straight strikeouts to start the show for the outstanding left-hander Maya Johnson, the senior from Ohio, against Illinois State yesterday. And she finished with 8 more, 17 total. And again, just like yesterday, getting ahead of the hitters.
And she always does. She's always around the plate. She can throw a lot of different pitches. She can move them around and hit all of the spots. She can take a little off of that few miles per hour off of those pitches, get hitters out on the front foot. Defense adjusting now for Warner, as she's that lefty hitter that can just put that ball into play and turn and utilize her legs to get down to first. So they have brought the infield in, make that adjustment.
Yeah, look at how far in even the outfield over in left field with Bulls, and you look at Bertucci shading over to left, and first strikeout of the afternoon again from Maya Johnson, picking up right where she left off from yesterday. There is the defense for the Bruins. It's made possible by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water.
Really good defense all the way around. You know, a lot of people think, well, you don't really have to do a lot. You have Maya Johnson in the circle, but no, she's got good backup behind her. They do a good job. When teams start timing up Johnson and can put it into play, that defense is right there.
Addison Hicks, second baseman for Murray, went 4 for 7 against the Bruins in the doubleheader that played earlier during the regular season, where the two teams split the 2 games. Murray came out on top 8-4 in the opener as they scored 3 runs in the first inning. Waldron with a home run in that one, and there's another strikeout for Maya Johnson, 2 up and 2 down. But it was Maya picking up the win, going 7 innings in the 7-1 win over Murray State for Belmont, where she had 12 strikeouts in that second game of that doubleheader.
They did get 5 hits off of her, though, and that's if you can string a couple of hits together off of Johnson, you might get 1, maybe 2 opportunities in a game if you can time things up and connect. And again, the defense shading over to the left side of the field.
Holcomb fouls that one off.
Vanderwood's at shortstop, sneaking over, almost able to shake hands over there with Spindler. Right? They're trying to squeeze that side of the field, knowing that it's really hard to catch up to some of Johnson's pitches.
Strike 3, 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the first, just underway in our first game.
Credit Union One, the exclusive credit union for the Missouri Valley Conference, offers the best of everyday banking. CU1 members gain access to competitive products like high-yield checking, dedicated financial wellness resources to help you build a strong foundation for the future, and nationwide access through 24/7 digital and mobile banking and an expansive network of 90,000 ATMs from coast to coast. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com, federally insured by NCUA.
Oh, this is tough.
Really tough.
Tough? I'll give you tough.
No, we meant that's tough.
Oh, that's too tough even for me. You need, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks.
So do you ever take that mask off?
Not even for my wedding.
Oh, she looked so happy.
We're good.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What does it take to be the best? It takes determination and collaboration to take that extra step, to never stop, working to be the best doctors in the country, medical experts listening and getting to know you. St. Louis to Warrenton, Mount Vernon to O'Fallon, Bridgeton to Fenton, because no matter where you are or who you are, we're always there when you need us. Together, we care.
Hayslip, she gets the start today for Murray State.
They've got a rotation that they usually work. Hayslip usually gets the start, and not going to get a lot of strikeouts out of Hayslip. She's going to work down in the zone, though. She's going to try to keep it down to where they get ground ball outs. Got a good drop ball, a fastball that will kind of bend down. And if she misses with a pitch, she doesn't miss big. She doesn't give up a lot of the plate, so she's going to work inside and out and and keep it down, though.
Threw 5 innings against Belmont during the regular season, giving up 8 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. And you and I were actually discussing this before the first pitch of today's game. It's kind of interesting how the Racers have been utilizing their pitching staff / rotation.
Yeah, you know, they've got this 9-game winning streak that they're on. And if you look throughout those 9 games, there's only been 1 complete game. That's by Hayslip. That was the first game of the tournament. It was 5 innings. So you're going to look at their box scores, and you're going to see that the starter might get an inning, might get 2/3 of an inning, and they might go to the bullpen. And it is pitching by committee, but it has worked for them throughout this 9-game winning streak.
Well, the Wild game against Southern yesterday, they went 2/3, and they went immediately to the bullpen.
And that's something I think they've just kind of gotten into that mode, that if they don't feel like Hayslip has her good stuff to start a ball game, they don't want to put themselves into too much of a hole, and so they go to the bullpen. And you have to know that those pitchers are warmed and ready to go, that they can make that change right away. And right away, they put a runner on with the walk.
Let's take a look at the Bruins lineup. Presentation at St. Louis Union Station, home of attractions like the St. Louis Aquarium and the St. Louis Wheel. You can do it all at St. Louis Union Station. See where it takes you by visiting stlouisunionstation.com.
It's just a solid lineup from top to bottom. They got a little pop in the middle. Dolecki, she had a solo shot yesterday, but they've got some speed up top, and the player that they just put on base, Kahn, she leads the Valley in stolen bases with 24.
And in that 5-inning performance against Evansville in the first game on Wednesday, as Hayslip just misses on that delivery, only 80 pitches. So it was very efficient first inning, or 5 innings of work. Wasn't if she got overloaded in that matchup against the Aces.
Yeah, and this is, as we see Coach Amundsen going out, this is kind of commonplace right now for Murray. This is exactly what they do. They go out, they are kind of, I think, checking and seeing, how do you feel? Do you feel like you have your good stuff? And if not, we're gonna go to the pen. And I think Coach is satisfied with her answers, and they know that they can't give too many opportunities to Belmont.
All right, let's take a look at that Racer defense made possible by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water.
And you got speed in the outfield, and then you've got up the middle. Very good. Holcomb, Hicks up the middle, solid. And then the backstop, Waldron. Boy, has she come into her own. She is not only doing it at the plate, but she's been a solid performer handling this pitching staff all season long.
2-1. Spindler. And that one is line and drops down into left field. So the first 2 hitters are on board in this bottom half of the first for the Bruins. And now Nicole Hughes will step in. She had 2 home runs, 1 in each of the 2 games she faced Racers pitching in the regular season double dip. Hughes has 7 home runs on the season, leading the Bruins.
She's a player throughout her career, has had some injuries, has battled them, has moved around to different positions, but she is certainly a force at the plate as their all-time hits leader. And they're looking for one right now out of her to get them on the board.
Now, during this 9-game winning streak, it was a clean sweep for the Racers up in Des Moines. You saw that action, and there's a grounder to second, and Hicks will handle it as the runners advance to second and third, 1 down. Point being is, you mentioned one of the games that you were working. Hayslip got the start, and then she finished the game, too.
Yeah, she got the start. She didn't have her best stuff, couldn't get the lineup out, so they go to the bullpen right away. They get the relief, and all of a sudden, Bulldogs make it tight in the bottom of the 7th, and they go back to Hayslip, and she comes in and gets a save. So she started, couldn't get the win, but she comes back in and gets a save. And then she started game 2 of the doubleheader. So she can go. I mean, she's got a lot of stamina, and I think they just kind of figure if she doesn't have her ball that's working, if she's not getting the calls, if they can't find the zone, then they're going to go to the pen and see who else might have the hot hand, either Roby or Graver.
Balsiger, the right fielder, cleanup hitter for the Bruins with a couple of runners in scoring position, and pops this one up. Waldron goes back up against the fence and makes the grab, 2 away.
Boy, that's a big out. 2 runners in scoring position. They get her to pop it up. Waldron able to track it and get it before it gets up against the fence.
Now Madison Delecki, the first baseman who hit a home run in yesterday's matchup against the Redbirds.
Early in this ball game, this is a momentum-changing moment for either team. You can get out of this if you're Murray. You're certainly going to have that momentum and be fired up about getting out of a first inning jam. If you get the base hit, all the momentum goes over to the Racer side.
Two and one. The runner at third, Spindler the runner at second. A leadoff walk followed by a single. The both advanced on a ground out to second, and 2 away in this bottom half of the first.
Hayslip struggling a little bit, been behind in the count 4 of the last 5 hitters.
2 and 2.
She's a competitor. She battles back, throws a lot of pitches, but she digs down deep. Able to get out of jams like this.
Ooh, just missed. 3 and 2.
Boy, that's why they were asking for the pitch. She hit the spot, she hit the glove. Everybody over there on the Murray State side thought it was good. It was just a little bit low, just a little below that strike zone.
3-2, and we'll do it again. Wind is really picking up as it's gusting now towards the left field corner, blowing in. We're getting several gusts here on this Friday afternoon.
We were standing down there on the field. It was kind of swirling. You can see that now it's coming in. It was going towards left. It's going to be maybe a little bit of an adventure for the outfielders if one gets up in the air.
This one lined, and it's going to drop into left center field. 2 runs are going to score, and the Bruins take the lead.
You know, just like we talked about, that momentum now goes to the Bruins dugout. Get a little floater, that little Texas leaguer, and great base running as well. Just enough of it goes down low, almost picks that one off the dirt.
It's a good piece of hitting.
And gets it right into left field and right on the crack of the bat. Spindler is off and running, so easily scores.
2 RBIs for Delecki with 2 outs, and that delivery misses for ball 1. Vanderwood, the shortstop. One for 3 against the Redbirds yesterday.
Well, and if you're Belmont, those 2 runs right away, you give Maya Johnson that kind of a cushion, it's going to be an uphill climb for Murray State.
This one lined. Hicks, nice job with the short hop, but the Bruins put 2 on the board. They lead it after 1. The 2026 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Back at Dr. Charlotte West Stadium here in Carbondale. It is game 1 of 3, day 3 coverage. Both teams undefeated in this tournament heading into the matchup. Bruins with the 2-0 lead as Maya Johnson striking out the side on 10 pitches. And that first pitch is fouled off to the cleanup hitter for the Murray State Racer, Kinley Miner. Yesterday, she set down the Redbirds in order 1-2-3 with 3 strikeouts on 11 pitches. It just took 10 pitches today. So whenever she pitches next, we're expecting 9. Immaculate inning.
I wouldn't put it past her. She is a very determined athlete, and you give her a little bit of a challenge, she will accept.
Miner pops this one out of play. Kinley 1 for 7 so far in the tournament.
They need to figure out ways to get on so they can utilize their speed. Now that's early on for Murray State. Kind of played a little small ball. They use their speed. They go station to station, steal some bases, take the extra base on an outfield hit. All of a sudden, they've kind of found that power surge.
Might be the first changeup that has actually missed the strike zone. We were talking about that with Jen earlier today.
Yeah,
So the head coach in Southern.
All these pitchers have a really good changeup, and they're throwing it for strikes. They're hitting the zone. They're throwing things right there. They're keeping the hitters off balance.
Foul it off.
It's a good battle.
Cranking it. Two and 2. Fouls it off again. Good battle, as you mentioned, Laura, here.
That's all you can do. I mean, you just have to get up there and pick what side of the plate you're going to look, and you're going to get locked in, and you're going to try to foul off everything else until you get a pitch that you want. And you got the 8th pitch coming in this at bat.
See Miner choking up just a bit on the bat. And a strikeout. Johnson eventually wins the battle, but a good one there by Kinley. All right, Laura, let's get to your keys. It's brought to you by Credit Union 1.
Well, for Murray State, all arms on deck. We've seen that throughout the tournament. They have gone to the bullpen, so everybody needs to be ready and create chaos. They got to find out ways to get on base and use their speed, steal some bases. Belmont score early and often. They've done that. They've gotten on the board right away, and they need to have good, clean defense.
Folks, discover better banking for all with Credit Union 1, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Learn more at cu1.com. Laura mentioned it at the top of the show. Allie Waldron, the freshman from St. Louis, is having a terrific week. 4 for 6, has 6 RBIs. In fact, had a terrific series against Belmont in that doubleheader where she went 3 for 7 with 5 RBIs. Second team all-conference in year number 1 in Murray, Kentucky.
You know, she is a player that Murray State created that relationship, that family relationship with her. She's a big recruit for this program, and she wanted to go to a program that was maybe a little bit more smaller environment and wanted the family feel, and that's what she found at Murray State, and they are happy to have her behind the plate and happy to have her for the rest of her career.
has a bright career ahead of her. There you see the head coach of Murray State, and there is a walk. First one of the week for Maya Johnson. And the first base runner for the Racers here this afternoon.
I think her reputation preceded her, and Maya Johnson wanted to be careful with her as gets rewarded as she gets down to first base.
Bailey Bramer, the center fielder, part of the all-defensive team in the Valley this year, trying to drag one down the first base line, goes foul. That made the all-defensive team last year as well with Murray State.
And that's what you get a runner on, got to advance them. I have to believe that they're going to lay one down again. And just looking down at Coach Amundsen, she's just saying, hey, squared up just a little bit more. Didn't have that bat out in front, leveled it off. Kind of at an angle and couldn't get the bunt laid down.
Swing away and the strikeout, 2 down.
You can see that ball work away from Bramer. It's a really good pitch, knowing that she was not going to lay it down out on the outer part of the plate. And you can see her try to reach out and get plate coverage, but it kept working away.
Reagan Towns, the designated player, facing Maya Johnson. 2 for 5 so far this week for Towns. Aldrin, the runner at first, 2 away. Allie walked. 2 batters ago. And 2-0. Her back and fire that one, didn't she?
Well, she gets behind in the count, and you have to figure that the hitter might be taken. So, you know what? Let's groove one, but let's give it a little extra oomph behind it, and she sure did, and blew it right by.
That one fouled off. And Johnson fights back to a 2-2 count. (1,142 strikeouts. As you see this one popping off the mask of blue.
Just one of those glancing blows, but you want to take a second to let her shake those cobwebs out.
Towns strikes out, and Johnson strikes out the side, gives up a walk, but the Belmont Bruins have the lead after 1.5. Hey gang, stay with us later on today as we continue our coverage of Valley on ESPN MVC softball tournament. It'll be game 2 of 3 today. Elimination game, Illinois State and Southern Illinois, in-state rivals right here in Carbondale. Coverage starts at 3 o'clock. Tom Ackerman and Holly Hussey will bring it to you here at the Valley on ESPN. Dogs and Birds battling out to stay alive in the tournament. Right now it's the Racers and the Bruins. Belmont plating 2 in the bottom of the first, and they have the lead as they bat here in their half of the second inning. Bottom of the order with Bloom, the catcher, leading things off. Hayslip back in the circle for the Racers.
Bloom has been hitting it very well as of late. Had a 9-game hitting streak coming into yesterday. Had a couple of hits, so extends that hitting streak to 10.
Filthy pitch there.
Yeah. When you see a hitter waving at it like that, to step over across the plate, that's a pitch that is down and it's working its way out of the strike zone. Again, staying out there, and so she's trying to have to get that plate coverage to get a piece of that.
Well, and a lot of situations like that, it's called a respect of a pitcher that you know has control, because a lot of those pitches will start on the outside edge and then go out, try to get them to chase, hence what just transpired. Bloom pops this one out of play.
You know, and it's so hard because all the movement we've seen with all these pitchers, those balls just dance on the way up to the plate. And you think you're on it, you think you're gonna nail it, and it just all of a sudden jumps away from you.
Change up, and that one is drilled into straightaway center field. Bloom's gonna round first and head to second with a stand-up double with the wind blowing in. That's impressive. Her 3rd hit of the tournament.
That wind might have held it up a little bit. That was hit on a line. And Bramer was hustling back. She was trying to float with that ball. Thought she might be able to catch up to it, but it hit at the top of the fence. And that is the 6th 2-bagger for Bloom. And there's a meeting in the circle, and I think that Murray State is going to start getting into their rotation and go to the bullpen.
Yep, that'll be it. We'll tell you the pitching change when we come back to Dr. Charlotte West Stadium in Carbondale.
Brought to you by Rawlings, the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference. Rawlings, the mark of a pro. Down the circle for the Racers, number 12, Raymond Roby. Ruby! Go Ruby!
And we get to our call to the bullpen. First one of the day. It's brought to you by Rawlings, the official softball, the Missouri Valley Conference, and the NCAA Championship. Rawlings, the mark of a pro.
Rayleigh Roby is going to come in and try to manage the middle part of this game. They're going to probably go with her as long as they can. Screwball, rise ball, curve, and a changeup. I think every pitcher needs to have a changeup.
I agree.
And be able to throw it for strikes. And she has come in and done some really great work here in the tournament.
And her first delivery is a strike call. So just an inning of work for Hayslip after she gives up the leadoff double here in inning number 2.
Roby came in yesterday against Southern Illinois, 5 2/3. Gave up 6 hits and 4 runs, but she also had 5 strikeouts.
Eichels flies out to left field for the first out in this second inning for Belmont. That'll bring in the center fielder, Bertucci.
Number 5, Ella Bertucci.
Ella 1 for 2 yesterday against Illinois State in their victory, and squares around and fouls it off. See Minor really charging in from her third base position for Murray State.
Well, you have to charge, but you also have to be ready to react. You have to read the hands of the hitter.
Fouls that one off.
Because you don't want to take one right in the
chops.
But you have to be smart and understand, kind of read what they might be doing. If you can catch any kind of a tell of the hitter to allow you to adjust your defense.
Check swing, didn't go round. And that went outside, 2-2.
Last time they had runners on, Hughes was up, good situational hitting, got the ball to the right side to advance the runner. And if Bertucci can do that and move Bloom over to third, have a little advantage there.
Roby did pitch an inning and third in the regular season meeting between these two teams. He went up 4 runs on 4 hits. And it's a walk. So after getting ahead 0-2, she loses Bertucci, and now we go back to the top of the lineup for the Bruins.
And speed at the top of the lineup as well. So see how they adjust defense. They're still playing deep on the right side.
See what Cons wants to do here with 1 out and takes that pitch for a ball.
She's just missing off the outer part of the plate, and they're trying to get it framed, but she's going to need to bring that in just an inch to be able to get the outside part of the plate and get the call.
There's a strike. Bloom, the runner at second. Bertucci at first, 1 down. Inning number 2. Belmont trying to add to their 2-0 lead, and she swings through that one. As that one was a beautiful pitch as Cons went chasing after that.
And that's one of those that looks really good on its way to the plate, and then all of a sudden dives out of the zone.
1-2. And up the middle. Hicks gets the run at second and at first with the double play. Big play defensively for the Racers. As we'll head to the third, they trail it by 2. All right, folks, here is our specialty awards handed out this week in the Missouri Valley Conference. It's made possible by Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters, member FDIC, and of course, leading the charge, Maya Johnson, who's leading the charge again today, already through 2 innings.
Yeah, she really has, and maybe, I mean, to her standards, struggled a little bit in the second inning, but has struck out 6 so far in 2 innings, and again, moving the ball around and hitting her spots, taking a little off some pitches, and showing what she has done all season long.
And Hills just slaps that one down the left field line with a leadoff single. Firing away on the first pitch, first hit against Maya Johnson. She had 21 pitches in that second inning as Murray State worked her a little bit. In fact, that's the most pitches in an inning that she's had through 1+ game in this tournament. She had 14 pitches. That was the max, and she did it twice against Illinois State. Schick, the first baseman, trying to square around. And again, it's one of those situations, Laura, you brought it up yesterday. You get an opportunity to potentially score against Johnson. You got to try to take advantage of it. And trying to move a runner over, get to the top of the lineup and see if you can punch one across the plate.
You've got speed over there at first base. Hills has 16 stolen bases. Don't know if you're going to try to steal on Bloom, but you at least do it station to station. Try to get the bunt down, get that runner in scoring position.
It's Hills' 3rd hit of the tournament. Now 2 strikes on the 9th place hitter in the lineup, Allie Schick. Two and 2.
Now Schick has to protect up there now, at least just try to put it in play. See if they can get that runner over to second.
And that one foul. With the leadoff single over at first. We just start this top half of the 3rd. Schick swings through it. Strikeout number 7. And now Kennedy Warner at the top of the lineup for the Racers.
Well, tried to bunt the first 2 pitches. And then you put yourself at a disadvantage as, again, the placement and the movement of those pitches, very good.
Now, this is a very interesting defensive setup by Belmont. Look at Nicole Hughes. I don't know if we can get a shot of it. The second baseman is basically even with Maya Johnson. There you see the defensive lineman.
And they, first inning, they brought her in. Maybe not as far as that, but they brought her in when Warner was up, because they know the scouting report as far as what she can do with the bat and how fast she is.
Well, look how far in. I'm sorry, Lark. Kanza is over in left field, but also Bertucci as well in center. Fouls that one off. Pulled it.
Yeah, pulled. That was an off-speed pitch. And she got her out on the front foot. But yeah, your left side, you're going to pull them in because you know they're not going to be able to catch up with it. So you do want to play in a little bit closer. Now, the wind is blowing out to left if she were to get something up in the air, but they're just protecting that left side.
And the strikeout and a throw down to second, and a little off by Bloom, but Hughes makes the grab, or stolen base for Hills, but 2 away with the 8th strikeout for Johnson.
Hills moving on that pitch, trying to run up on that and could not catch up to it, but Hills able to get down to second. Her 17th stolen base.
Now Addison Hicks, the second baseman, who struck out. All outs for the Racers coming via the K. They do have a hit and they do have a walk against Maya Johnson.
after a pitch up, and that one's tough to lay off of. You're not going to catch up to that one. That's when you kind of have to discipline yourself and say, I got to be in this zone, not up in that upper part of the zone.
And it's 9 strikeouts. We head to the bottom of the third. Bruins still leading by 2.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Since 1907, we've been One Valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities, and nurturing the next generation of leaders who care about more than just wins. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are One Valley.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB Core bat.
All right, let's get to our State Farm NBC Scholar Athlete of the Game. Maya Johnson from Columbia Station, Ohio, has a 3.85 cum GPA in nursing and is a 2-time Pitcher of the Year in the Valley. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Leading the nation in strikeouts, leading the nation in earned run average. After this is all over, she's headed to Oklahoma City, and her teammates come to the plate in their half of the third.
And through all of that, getting her master's as well. It's part of the reason that she stayed at Belmont, to be able to get that master's degree.
Spindler goes the other way. Collects her second hit of the day. Nicole Hughes grounded out to second, but as Laura pointed out, great job of hitting because she had 2 runners in front of her and moved them over in a scoring position as second and third. As I mentioned, Hughes with the home run in each of the 2 games these 2 teams matched up during the regular season. First pitch inside corner for a strike as Roby coming in to relief in that second inning. This one pounded deep center field, back to the wall, and long gone. Home run Hughes, 4-0 Bruins.
That is number 8 for Hughes. And talk about situational hitting. As you had mentioned, the first at bat, she moved runners up. Here in this at bat, she moves the runners around the bases. And look at that extension. Boy, did she unload and just drive it through the wind. And because the wind is blowing pretty good out there, and she hit a bullet.
That's her first hit of the tournament. It doubles the lead for the Bruins. And now Maddie Balsiger, the right fielder. That one fouled off, right past third. Maddie's second team all-conference this season. Just like the 2025 campaign for Belmont. Popped it up again. This time the third baseman, Miner, collects it for the outs. 2 foul outs for Balsinger here today.
First baseman number 1, Madison Galecki.
Look at Galecki's base hit. Little Texas leaguer that got just out over the dirt of the infield into left field, and good base running as well by Spindler to be on her horse and able to round the corner and come home very easily on that base hit.
And remember, it was Madison with the home run that actually got the scoring started yesterday against Paige McLeod and the Illinois State Redbirds. Speaking of the Redbirds, they're coming up as they eliminated UNI last night, and they take on their in-state rivals, the Salukis of Southern Illinois, in game number 2 around 3 Central Time. As that one's fouled straight back.
It's going to be interesting in that ball game to see how Illinois State handles their pitching, because they've thrown a lot of innings.
I'm waiting for McLeod's arm to just fall off. We had a way over 220 pitches after she finished up last night. Nice job by Holcomb to cover some territory and make the grab in short left field.
Got jammed on that one. Galecki couldn't get enough of the barrel on the bat, pop her up, and good job by Holcomb to just float out to get underneath that pop up. And I thought that the wind might play some problems with some of the fly balls, but so far it doesn't look like it's having any effect.
I didn't think they're going to see a home run today with that wind. It's swirling, but a lot of times it's swirling to the left field corner right now, but it's also been coming directly in towards home plate. But I mean, you just got all of that pitch. And this one is lined right to Hicks, but 2 more for the Bruins as we played 3 in Carbondale. The 2026 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Credit Union One. Discover better banking for all with Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Learn more at cu1.com. Laura Leonard, Scott Warman back with you as we head to inning number 4. It's a 4-0 lead for Maya Johnson and the Belmont Bruins, as Murray will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up in this 4th inning for Murray State. They've had a couple of base runners, and that's pretty much been it. 9 strikeouts for Ms. Johnson. Slap foul, out of play.
You get to see a lot of left-handers with this Murray State team. They do a good job of handling the bat. They can all lay it down. They can punch it through the infield, or they can hit with a little pop as well. Holcomb 2 for 9 so far in the tournament.
Interesting with both the corner infielders, Spindler and Dalecki, charging in, expecting possible bunt or just one of those slap hits against Maya. And that was an attempt to do so and swung right through that pitch, 2-2.
Well, if she makes contact with that, that's that's headed right for right center field, and that would give her a lot of room to run.
Holcomb.
Was able to turn on one, but a little bit too much.
Racers, as Laura pointed out, a 9-game winning streak heading into this matchup against Belmont. Run ruling Evansville in their first game 2 days ago, and then yesterday a wild affair against Southern Illinois where they came out on top in 9 innings.
Yeah, and over the last few games and this 9-game winning streak, they have hit a lot of home runs. They were a team that was built on speed and small ball, but 7 of the last 8 games, they've hit a total of 16 home runs. They've got 39 on the season, so they've hit 40% of their home runs in the last 8 games.
Here is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And we'll have number 9 with the count going full at 3-2. Johnson trying to, he couldn't get Holcomb to take a swing on that riser. Holcomb making contact. Hughes flips it over, and it's the first out other than a strikeout for Murray State this afternoon.
What a great jump that Hughes got on that ball, knowing that she would have to be quick with the transfer once she fielded it. And she got there really quickly, made the nice flip to get the first out.
Kinley Minor, the 4th strikeout victim, and lines this one foul into right field. Had a good beat on it.
Minor's been working hard lately. Just she's struggled a little bit, but has been working on a few things. Try to get that stroke back, get into form. If she gets on, she's also a base stealer.
Fouls that one right over our heads and out of play. And you look at the lineup, you got Warner with 15 stolen bags, 11 for Hicks in that second order. Mentioned Minor with 8 stolen bases this season. 16 for Hills.
And number 1 in the Valley. And they have, it's not just 1 or 2. They've got the speed up and down the lineup. We have a little technical difficulty with the watch. We've seen that a couple of times so far in this tournament where maybe they don't get charged up enough and have to switch out equipment.
Good at bat for Minor.
Yeah,
staying alive. They're really working Johnson.
Yeah, they're making her throw a lot of pitches. They're battling at the plate. Spoiling those pitches that are close to the zone, not swinging at bad pitches.
And a strikeout as Bloom fires it over to first. 2 away.
just as I say that, goes after one in the dirt and tried to beat that out. But you gotta be smart, you gotta be selective, and I know we've said it multiple times, but not gonna get a ton of chances against her. You gotta find your one pitch that you may get in an at-bat and do something with it.
Allie Waldron, the catcher who walked, one of the 2 base runners the Racers have had against Maya Johnson up to this point. And as Laura pointed out, Allie's had a monster tournament, monster first season down in Murray, Kentucky. Fouls that one back into the screen.
You know, Coach Amundsen said that, you know, she really, as a freshman, she's really come in and handled things very gracefully. Just doesn't play like a freshman, handles that pitching staff so well. Yes, she's had her ups and downs as a freshman, but boy, over the last couple of weeks, is she playing really, really well. Not like a freshman.
Well, it's all about experience. I mean, you and I talk about this during basketball season as well. You see a lot of freshmen, just the maturation process throughout a regular season in basketball, much like softball. And there's the strikeout. We played 3.5. Bruins up by 4.
When change and uncertainty define the times.
All right, let's get to our game recap, a production of Explore St. Louis.
Well, Maya Johnson again on point, dealing out of the circle and getting a ton of strikeouts here so far in this ball game. And her team got her a 2-run lead in the first inning, and then they added to that lead with a home run by Hughes to put them up 4-0. So they have been able to take advantage of the base runners, build that lead for their pitcher and their defense.
Start planning your St. Louis trip to see the Gateway Arts City Museum and other attractions now at ExploreSt.Louis.com. 7, 8, 9, Bloom, the catcher, will lead things off. She led things off in the second inning with a double and wound up being stranded. That was the last hitter to face Hayslip. And that'll be a 3 unassisted to get things going in the 4th.
Roby has done a good job with the exception of the home run ball, but she has come in, and a lot of times these pitchers from Murray State, they don't let things phase them. If they do give up a big hit or a home run, they just go, okay, that's part of the game, got to come back and take care of business. And they certainly have done that throughout this tournament.
Eichels was 3 for 3 against Murray State in one of the 2 games of the doubleheader. And that one over to Schick, and she is taking charge of the first 2 outs for Murray State in the Belmont half of inning number 4.
A couple of slow rollers Murray State looking to try to make it an easy inning. Very few pitches and get 3 outs as quickly as possible.
Bertucci walked, and that one was close, and it did hit her. Looked like she wanted to come in and drag a bunt, and she got hit on the noggin, on the helmet.
That one kind of got away from Roby, and that I might have missed
the bottom, yeah.
I think it missed her shoulder and got her in the face guard and knocked her helmet up. They're gonna give her a minute or two. Gives a thumbs up, ready to go. Gets that sliding mitt on. So she may have designs on taking an extra base here.
2 down. Back to the top of the order again is Emily Kahns, facing Murray State pitching for the 3rd time today. Walked and scored in that 2-run first and grounded into that 4-3 double play to erase the 2nd inning for the Bruins after that leadoff double.
2nd time this season Bertucci has been hit by a pitch. That was inches away from being really good.
Kahns can put him up and lay him down, as Laura pointed out, leading the entire Missouri Valley Conference in stolen bases this season.
She's a transfer in from Francis Marion University. She was a D2 2nd-team All-American, doing the same kind of damage there as she has done here.
Holcomb with the grab, and that'll do it. We played 4, Bruins up by 4.
Credit Union One, the exclusive credit union for the Missouri Valley Conference, offers the best of everyday banking. CU1 members gain access to competitive products like high-yield checking, dedicated financial wellness resources to help you build a strong foundation for the future, and nationwide access through 24/7 digital and mobile banking and an expansive network of 90,000 ATMs from coast to coast. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com, federally insured by NCUA.
Will you be there when I need help, just like State Farm?
Forget what we told you. It ain't worth squat. It doesn't make a difference if you're happy or not.
Need a lift? Stop living on a prayer and get State Farm.
Oh, now we're prepared. Oh, State Farm is there. State Farm is there.
It's not every day you get to pet a slippery, slimy jellyfish. Unless you're at the nation's most interactive aquarium. Here, you can experience ocean life in real life. Feed real fish. Come face to fin with real sharks. Spark real wonder at every turn. With interactive exhibits, it's wow at first touch. For the kids and for the kids at heart. Come for the nibbles, stay for the giggles. Come visit the nation's most interactive aquarium, only in St. Louis.
Softball fans, tune in to watch the NCAA Division I Softball Championship Selection Show coming up this Sunday at 7 Eastern on ESPN2. Visit ncaa.com/WCWS to download the bracket for game and broadcast information. Again, that's ncaa.com/WCWS. Bramer, Towns, and Hill, 6, 7, and 8 coming up against Maya Johnson, who has 11 punch-outs through 4 innings of work. One ground out, that was to Nicole Hughes over at second base. Racers do have a hit and a walk. Maya Johnson did not give up a free pass against Illinois State in yesterday's matchup. But, Laura, as we pointed out through 4 innings, looks like she's throwing a lot more pitches than what she did yesterday against ISU.
Yeah, yesterday, 90 pitches. 69 of those were for strikes, and coming into this inning, already 63 pitches. So this Murray State team is using a discerning eye at the plate. They are fouling some pitches off. They're waiting back on pitches. They aren't swinging at bad balls or balls out of the zone. And they're making it work.
2-2 to Bramer. Stays alive.
Bramer using that timing technique, getting that bat level out front, bringing the bat back, trying to time things up.
Two-two. 3-2.
Fourth time that Johnson has gone to a 3-ball count here in this tournament. So maybe struggling just a little bit today.
All things considered.
Right, I mean, we have her on this high standards that you just expect a strikeout all the time, and when she's not really hitting her spots, you think, oh my gosh, she doesn't have her stuff, but induces the pop-up after that battle.
Reagan Towns. Towns 2 for 6 in the tourney.
Yeah, she certainly is very determined and rears back. And she told us before the game, she listens to the broadcasts after the fact. So we know we kind of have to hold ourselves accountable. So maybe, I don't know.
I caught that when we were talking that.
Maybe she has earbuds in and is listening to us right now. I don't know.
Oh, she's firing strikes.
It's like, I'll show you guys.
Multitasking, I think, is what they call that.
Yeah.
I'm incapable of.
I'm telling you, as a nurse, you have to be able to do that. And
that's a great point.
You know, she is a very good multitasker.
Fouled off. Well, we've mentioned it yesterday, and it bears repeating throughout the whole weekend. I mean, she's definitely an incredible story, inspiration, no question. Ooh, change up. There you go. 2 down. Bloom forgot how many outs there were.
She said that's more than the normal amount of pitches we usually see in an inning. And Bloom was like, yep, let's go to the dugout. And rolls it out there and went, wait, we got one more out.
Yeah. After starting the game with 10 pitches and 9 strikes.
Yeah. But you were talking about Johnson, and as a teenager diagnosed with lupus, has been able to manage those symptoms, and has had a little bit of a battle earlier this fall, and able to come through that, where she had to go through a course of chemotherapy to manage those symptoms, and still continued to come in and do bullpen sessions to lift weights and all those things. And she has become a spokesperson for the Lupus Foundation. And she said, hey, I've got a story to tell. I'm going to get out there and tell it.
That's awesome. And in this day and age of what we have in college athletics, she's old school, staying with her friends, staying with her teammates.
Yeah, she knew that when she had the opportunity to get her master's at Belmont, that she was going to stay, and this is her family, wanted her people around her, and that's what she said. These are my people, and I want them around me when I'm going through a few things, and they were there to pick her up when she was going through the treatments.
Falling behind 3-0, which was just the 5th 3-ball count that she's had this week. Battle back to 3-2. I think she's pretty much till Katie Hills, all right, hear it, see what you can do. And she fouls that one off.
And Hills says, all right, show me what you have. I'll battle you all day long. Hills is a little fighter up there. She just figures out ways to get balls in play.
And the changeup and grounded, and it is fair and an out. 1, 2, 3 go the Racers in the 5th. Belmont with the lead.
Valley fans, it's time to stand on your feet. It's time.
The 2026 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact a Grinnell Mutual agent near you for all your home, farm, auto, or business insurance needs. Bottom of inning number 5, Bruins shutting out the Racers 4-0. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Bruins. They can add to their 4-run lead as Riley Spindler has singled each of the 2 times she has faced Murray State pitching. In fact, we'll be back in, and she's settled down as she's set down 6 of the last 7 batters she's faced.
Well, that's what they expect her to do when she comes in. She's kind of the stabilizer for them. She will attack the zone. Spindler having a pretty good tournament. 3 for 5 so far.
In a big season, offensively and defensively.
Well, defensive player of the year. Offensively, hitting the ball very well, and she was all freshman team a year ago. Freshman of the year.
Wind really starting to whip down that left field corner as Spindler shoots that one out of play down the left field side.
Now, last year I asked Coach Matthews, I said, how did you find Spindler? How did you, in the recruiting trail? And she said, you know, she showed up at a winter softball camp at Belmont. And they took notice. They saw her skill set, and from that point on, they started recruiting her, and here she is. And so, sometimes it pays to go to those camps.
Absolutely.
And give coaches an opportunity to take a look at you and see what you can do.
444 the average heading into today's game, and of course 2 for 2. She's up the ante on that. We tried to get her to chase, didn't do so. Count stays, or is at 2-2 now. And the changeup and a 2-hopper over to Hicks. And that'll bring Nicole Hughes, who had the huge home run to double lead for the Bruins, back in inning number 3.
Boy, and it was a shot too. It just cut right through the wind. And the power that she generated in this swing just kind of got those shoulders back, gave it a good launch angle, and drove it out to center field.
8 home runs on the season and rips that one foul.
Same kind of a swing. She just really is able to turn and drive through that ball. Gets good arm extension.
All right, inside. 1-1. And you mentioned it right before the home run, as this young lady has persevered throughout her career. You talked about the injuries that she has had to manage throughout her career.
And just, well, that
hammers this one deep to left field and right at the wall, and coming up and bringing it down is Hills. That missed by a foot, maybe?
Maybe, but what a good job by Hills. Drifting back, found out where the fence was, put that hand out, and was able to back up against that fence. Just missed that one, got up underneath it, finds the fence and catches it right. I mean, it was gonna land on top of the fence.
It's pretty casual too. As it's a 1-2-3 inning, as Roby has settled down. We'll see if the Racers can get something going offensively as they trail it by 4.
Valley fans, the title game of the 2026 Missouri Valley.
Art Leonard here are the active career coaching victory leaders in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Well, Coach Jacobs up there at Northern Iowa, he's way out in front, but Jen Sewell chasing him, has to make up a little bit of ground there, but what great coaches we have here in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Absolutely, and have had a great history of them. Of course, our own Holly Hussey, who is going to be on the next broadcast in the second game today with Tom Ackerman again. Incredible career at Missouri State. Gary Blaylock, who is here, of course, worked with us, is working down the street as an assistant coach.
Well, the field's named after a really great coach, Kay Brechtelsbauer, coached here for many, many years at Southern Illinois.
Coach Fisher at Illinois State,
yes.
So a lot of great history. And the strikeout as the pinch hitter, Osman, goes down as the 13th strikeout victim of Maya Johnson. Now back to the top of the lineup in Kennedy Warner.
Getting that defensive adjustment on the infield. Trying to figure out a way, see if she can punch one right back up the middle.
And that is chopped foul. just intrigued by the, now the Hughes will go back to her regular position at second base, but charging in from second and not first. And the strikeout, 2 up, 2 down. I guess my point being is, man, easier said than done against Maya Johnson, but if you're just trying to do a little slap hit, you're going to kind of punch that just over where the second baseman is.
That's the idea of the hitter, exactly what they want to do. They know they're charging. You just try to punch it over the drawn-in infield. But you also, as you bring that second baseman in, you want them to field it because you don't want to have to try to have that first baseman charging and cover the ground for second base to get there and cover first base. So there's a method to the madness, so to speak, that you got to try to cover things differently when you have speed at the top of the order and at the plate.
And squared around and missed it, and the count goes to 1-2. I guess the way Johnson is hurling this week, no surprise. Will we see an immaculate inning from Maya Johnson? Might be the only thing she hasn't accomplished as she strikes out the side again. Bottom of the 6th we go. Bruins up by 4.
Can you take me higher? Higher, higher. Can you take me higher?
Whether your day starts early or goes late into the night, brings the discovery of something new, or just the work of getting it done, it's all easier with a little help. At Great Southern Bank, we understand the importance of having a trusted, reliable support team who can offer you helpful resources and smart options to make the most of what you have and build on it, with possibilities that inspire you to keep going. Find your support team at GreatSouthernBank.com. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Since 1907, we've been one Valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities, and nurturing the next generation of leaders who care about more than just wins. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are one Valley.
Can you take me higher? Higher, higher. Can you take me higher?
Well, our all props to Maya Johnson, rightly so, but Miss Roby here is kind of going toe-to-toe with Maya right now after giving that Hughes home run, and that was back in the 3rd inning. She's really settled in nicely.
Yeah, she has, and she's done that all season long, and especially down the stretch here during this 9-game winning streak. They have been pitching by committee, and she has been the one that usually gets the duty of the middle innings, it seems like, when you look at the box score, and she is the stabilizer. She's the settler, and then keeps everybody calm and keeps the opponent in check, and I think she's done that here again today.
Two 2-0 to Delecki. 1 for 2, got the 2 RBI single back in the 1st.
She's a hitter this season. Last year, hit just a little bit over 200. Coming into the tournament, hitting 294. So an improvement at the plate. Somebody that, those are the things that you work on very hard in the off season. Work on things that you have trouble with and try to improve yourself, and she certainly has done that. It's cut down on the strikeouts as well.
Popped up. Holcomb sliding behind the 3rd baseman and grabs the 1st out.
shortstop number 12, Lydia Vanderwood.
Bruins hold on here, and they will have the rest of the day off again and settle in for Championship Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. Again, the team that falls in this first game will play again tonight at 6 o'clock. This one is laced foul.
That's why you battle for that #1 seed, though, to give your, not only your pitching staff extra rest, but the rest of the team extra rest. It's a little warmer here today than it has been the last couple of days. So you want to be able to get the team off the field, get them to a spot where they can rest and relax. And it's going to be even warmer tomorrow.
Roby with the 1-1. And this one is lifted into left center field. And Hills, again, as casual as can be after she stole potentially a home run the last inning, makes the second out.
She gets to the spot so quickly that she has time to just wait for it to come down into her glove. Gets a good read and a good jump on the ball.
Now Brenna Bloom doubled her first time up and grounded out to first in her second plate appearance this afternoon.
She has been their leader all season long. Kind of their rock behind the plate. Gotten a couple of fly balls the last two hitters, and that last one, I know Hills was pretty calm, cool, and collected pulling that one in, but it kind of started out to center field and started to drift her way. So I think wind may be picking up, and as this day goes on, these next couple of games might be an interesting situation for the outfielders.
Yep. 3 balls and a strike to Bloom. And a walk, 2-out walk to Brenna. And that'll bring in Eichels, who's 0 for 2. Fly out to left and ground out over to first. And we may see Aislett come back in.
She's down there warming up. Nope, it's going to be Graber.
And we get a pitching change, and we'll tell you about it when we come back. It's the Valley on ESPN. All right, gang, we got a call to the bullpen. It's brought to you by Rawlings, the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference and the NCAA Championship. Rawlings, the mark of a pro.
Carly Graber going to come in, and this has been the rotation that we've seen throughout this tournament, that usually Hayslip gets the start, Roby, and then Graber comes in at the end. She's a little bit slower in velocity, but a high spin rate. She's going to get those pop-ups and strikeouts.
Came into the game to finish off the Saluki game in yesterday's wild affair between those two teams. Faced the Bruins in both games of the doubleheader earlier this season. Bloom is the runner at first with 2 down. Barley went 4 2/3 in the first game and then 2 innings in the second game against the Bruins.
Now, you don't want to give up another run here. When you have a 4-run deficit, that's something that you really feel like you can overcome. When it gets to 5, you're like, well, that's a lot of work.
Right.
4 is a lot of work, and 4 is really a lot of work against Maya Johnson. But you feel like you do have a shot if you can start putting hits together and load up the bases.
This one lined into center field, back and caught for the 3rd out. We head to inning number 7. Can the Racers come back? All right, time to get to our players of the game. Our presentation is State Farm, a proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, how about our 2 pitchers, Rayleigh Roby? We've talked about her, and she has come in and done a tremendous job for the Racers, kind of keeping the Bruins in check. And then Maya Johnson, again, a stellar outing, 6 innings pitched. She's got 15 strikeouts right now, only 1 walk, and given up 1 hit.
18 strikeouts is the tournament record, and it has transpired 3 different times in Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament history. That is what Johnson is facing in the 7th inning.
We've got an 18 strikeout performance. Carissa Winters, Southern Illinois against Creighton back in 2000. Danielle Glosson, another Southern Illinois against Missouri State. And that was in 10 innings, though. That was back in 2010. And then Nicole Newman from Drake. She had the 18 strikeouts against Bradley 2019. But, oh, by the way, she also threw that as a no-hitter.
Foul tip off the shoulder of Bloom. And our home plate umpire, of course, all these guys are tremendous, and gals, giving the catcher some time to rebound after taking a hit like that. And the count is 1-2 to Holcomb. So it's 3, 4, and 5 coming up here in the 7th, do or die 7th for the Racers.
He's taking some shots back there. Scott Wagner, the home plate umpire, giving her a few extra seconds. And you can see the concern on Maya Johnson's face. They work so well together, she and Bloom, that they've been together for a long time and battery mates. I want to make sure that her catcher is feeling okay.
3-2. That is the third 3-ball count that Johnson has had today. And it is the second walk of the day. Leadoff walk for the Racers.
Well, we kind of talked about it. What you have to do, start putting runners on base. Feel like that 4-run deficit is not a huge thing to overcome if you start with a leadoff hitter. Only the second time today that they have had a leadoff hitter on.
Kinley Minor. Popped up. Will it stay? No, just gets out into the third row behind home plate. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
A little confidence brewing for the Racers right now.
Waldron on deck. She had the other walk back in the second inning, and then the leadoff hit by Hills in the third. Those are the 3 base runners. Fouled off.
And how about somebody standing in that on-deck circle who's pretty hot at the plate. Had a huge game yesterday. Has the ability to hit one out. 103 pitches so far for Johnson.
Popped up. Spindler, the defensive player of the year, collects the first down. So will not equal the tournament record in strikeouts in a game. However, she still has an opportunity to match her 17 Ks, but not an easy at bat here. And Waldron, as Laura mentioned, red hot in this tournament.
And first pitch challenges Waldron. Comes at her with a little heat.
Holcomb the runner at first, and Waldron takes a ball, 1-1. And we're getting big gusts of wind, and it's moving right now as we look at the flags and straightaway center field is moving directly in towards home plate. And the count goes to 1-2.
Waldron just trying to handle that pitch, seeing if she could punch it through the left side. Didn't take a full rip at it, but down in the count now. And I have to have the same approach, just shorten things up, try to punch it into play.
Two and two. Now we've seen a couple of the Racers hitters, if they're not trying to do a little bit of that slap hitting, they've choked up a little bit on the bat in facing Johnson today. Slap foul. So on that pitch, Johnson goes a little high and inside. Let's see what she tries to do here in this sequencing.
Waldron felt like it was a pitch she could handle. She was not happy with the way she approached that swing.
And the changeup, tough play. Johnson's gonna turn, and she's gonna be safe as Johnson tried to make the throw over to first, and both Hughes and DeLucky were there. Little miscommunication, and that provides the second base runner of the inning for the Racers here in the 7th.
When this is one that you have to make that split-second decision. Got on top of that, and you almost wonder, is that gonna maybe go foul? Do you let it make its way to the chalk line, or do you pick it up and throw it? I think she probably made that right decision there to pick it up and throw it.
Infield single, 2 on, 1 out. Kramer, the center fielder.
Kramer shaking some things off. She knows that she's got an opportunity here. Struggled a little bit here in the tournament, only 1 hit. But the opportunity here, this could be a big hit for her if she can get something right back up the middle. That would score a run.
One and 2. Now let's see what Johnson wants to do here after wasting that pitch on the outside part of the plate. And throws the same one, and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 16, 2 down.
Kept going outer half, and able to get her to go after that pitch.
And we'll get a pinch hitter. Riley Webb will come in and pitch hit for Towns. Webb trying to keep it alive against Maya Johnson. Holcomb is the runner at second. Waldron is the runner at first. 2 down. Bruins an out away from getting ready for Championship Saturdays. They're looking to make back-to-back tournament championships this weekend in Carbondale. Meanwhile, the 9-game winning streak for the Racers is on the line.
Another left-handed hitter. Lefty against lefty.
1-1.
Been in that dugout all game long, and you get called, you got to be ready, and you know what you're up against too.
This is high, 2-1. Brenna calls a timeout and has a quick chat. She goes into the circle with Maya.
And that's something that they have done throughout their careers together, and they know how to work with one another. Bloom kind of tells Maya what she thinks, and I think Maya tells Brenna what she thinks. It's a great working relationship, and it has served Belmont very well. They just know each other inside and out. They hold each other accountable.
2 balls, 1 strike to the pinch hitter, Riley Webb. 2 down, 2 on. And a strike on the outside corner. And now the Bruins 1 strike away from advancing to Championship Saturday.
Let's see if she just tries to blow this by her.
Strikeout number 17, and the Bruins move on to Championship Saturday as Maya Johnson and the Belmont Bruins shut out Murray State 4-0.
2 games in a row, 17 strikeouts, but there was a little drama there at the end. Murray State put a little pressure on them in the top of the 7th, but Johnson able to come back and get a strikeout to end it. Good ball game, and got some timely hitting as well. Big home run as well by Hughes.
All right, let's get to our play of the game. It is brought to you by Rawlings, the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference, and the NCAA Championship. Rawlings, the mark of a pro.
Well, here it is. That's that home run by Hughes that gave them the 4-run lead. She's done a good job in the first inning, advancing runners. Here in the 3rd inning, she launches this one out, give them the 4-run cushion.
And we take a look at the brackets as Johnson and the Bruins move on to championship Saturday. Murray will be back at it. The game we'll have next coming up at 6 o'clock. They'll take on the winner of our next game coming up at 3 Central Time. Tom Ackerman, Holly Hesse will bring it to you here in the Valley on ESPN as Southern Illinois will take on Illinois State. For Laura Leonard and our entire Tupelo Honey Productions crew, and for Jack Watkins, our executive producer of the Valley on ESPN, I'm Scott Warman. Thanks so much. Join us again, 3 o'clock, Game 2, Redbirds and Dogs, the Valley on ESPN.